Hello, hello, hello. Wow, you know what? I think I know this is much easier going live on my phone than on my tablet. Because my tablet gotta not answer the questions, but fill in the blanks, not fill in the blanks, but I don't know, type in a title. I mean, here you still can, but sometimes it's just like such and such is live. Demitra Hemphill is live, and I just let it go like that. And then, of course, you got to select the audience, and that's it. And it's live. But, anyways, yeah. So, hi. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be talking about um, right now. Listen, well, right now I have, and of course, I'm not trying to talk loud, so hopefully the volume is decent enough for people to hear, whoever watches this video. I'm not trying to talk too loud. My daughter have a session. Today is Thursday, the June 20th, I believe. It's 10:33. Yeah, Thursday, June 20th. It's 10:33 at the current time. And so I'm watching YouTube. Well, YouTube is on, and I'm actually watching the movie um, Total Recall, the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And this is a movie that and I didn't even know that they had it on YouTube. I was just strolling through, and then it came up, and I was like, oh, they got Total Recall on YouTube. Of course, it's free with ads, so it's going to have ads playing. I know the updated one or the remake one with Jessica Biel. I believe that's on Netflix. I think I don't. It is on some network that we have, either Netflix or Hulu. No, not even Hulu. I don't know, whatever. But I know that I think it's on Netflix, the one with Jessica Biel. So and I forgot the other main character who played Arnold Schwarzenegger part. But anyway, so that's on one of them network shows. But anyways, Total Recall. This one is the one that I normally go to just watch. I don't know, it's interesting. Ever when I first was watching it years ago when it came out, I didn't really understand it and kind of sort of not fully understanding it now, but I understand more than what I did years ago when I first was watching it. But it just seemed like every time I watch this movie, it's like, I think it's interesting. It's like bits, pieces, and clues, like the whole technology aspect of it. With the TV screens, it's like the wall is TV screens and like the virtual reality kind of stuff, and how like people on Mars or just on any planet, like the air system, and it's like this one person. Like I'm still kind of confused about is Cohan is like a bad guy, good guy, but then I think Dennis Quaid is played by Arnold Schwarzenegger character. Yeah, I think his name is Dennis Quaid, but he go by another name. See, I think I don't know. I haven't seen this in a while. Ooh, coffee, better not. Don't be spilling. And then his wife is like not even his real wife. Oh yeah, and then the memories. Of course, the memories. They plant memories in his head to make him think that he got married to this wife a couple of years ago. The wedding was nice. They went to this beach. Like planted memories in his head. But the whole time that ain't never even happened, and his wife was setting him up the whole time. Like they wasn't really married like that. That was like a fake marriage that a memory planted inside his head. So he was just an assignment to her. So it's like all that like man, and then like the disguises and stuff like that, and then how he was leaving messages for himself in the future. Like he, I guess his past self knew like something probably wasn't right, so he left messages for himself in the future to be like, hey, you me, I'm you. If you watching this, that means yada yada yada. And he's like, what, like confused. So all of that, mind you, this movie came out, I think in like the 90s, and I'm so something about this movie that I am like intrigued by. So this is like one of my go-to movies just to have on, even if I'm not really like paying attention to it, like just to have it on and I can glance up at different parts, be like, oh, okay. So let me see. What am I talking about? Um, one of my, excuse me, I ain't even brushed my hair. I washed it this morning. I ain't even greased it or brushed it out. There ain't anything to it as of yet. So whatever. But what was I about to say? One, I was thinking about something about like past lives, and I think I said this in one of my previous videos that, oh yeah, and then the scanners, how like you go through the airport and they just show your whole skeleton or skeletor, when you walk past and make sure you don't have no kind of like weapons or anything. And for the most part, it seemed like this, whatever year that it's supposed to be, it seemed like it's pretty safe because it seemed like you really can't do no crime because everything now is being watched anyway. I just thought of something. I was not even trying to say that, but when I said everything is being watched, what came to my mind is all these criminals, quote unquote criminals, how just everything is being watched. And this just shows you how like people trying to keep a job or a career. Like say I'm gonna keep it simple, use this quick and easy example. Say the police officers. Say you actually live in a city where the crime is like low. The crime rate is low or whatever. So the police in that city, they really don't have too much to do. Actually their job is to protect and serve. So if it's a low crime rate, you're actually supposed to be out in the street helping people, guiding people, knocking on people's doors, checking up on them. Hey, how you doing? Yada yada yada. Just something, protect and serve. A lot of people forgetting that serve word when it comes to officers. You're supposed to be serving the community as well, not terrorizing them and not just protecting them, but actually serving the community. So say again, you live in a community where there's not a whole lot of crime. So the police officers, and it's like more police officers, you know, whatever. So most of them really don't have too much to do, so they just do their hours and probably the hours probably cut back and yada yada yada. So that's when you're actually supposed to go out and do something to serve the community. But say people don't do that nowadays. Some people don't do that. Some districts or whatever precincts don't do that. So, anyways, and then say all of a sudden a crime develops or a crime happen or a new group of people move into the community and say they like crime people, start trouble and mischiefs and stuff like that. The police, their job from the higher ups, like some police officers know like, oh, this person coming in the community to start trouble, we need to get them out of here quickly, yada yada yada, to maintain a safe community. But others, the higher up, would be like, no, let them create chaos. Let them, corrupt our city because then y'all can have work to do. Get what I'm trying to say? And that's how a lot of systems work with the FBI, the CIA. They even, all this should not be nothing new anyway because they put it out in the news and they put it out in movies, hidden in people's faces. Well, not hidden in people's faces, hidden in plain sight. like the truth. Like they know who the criminals are. They even be saying, "Oh yeah," movies when people go undercover for like 3 or 4 years. Like they put this out in movies. Oh yeah, we've been tracking this person for 3 or 4 years. You know, in 3 or 4 years, how many people done got unalive from y'all just tracking them and not arresting this person and not doing anything. Y'all, like I said, that's their job is to just watch, and the watchers are being watched. So even if you are assigned to watch this person, just know somebody is assigned to watch you. So basically, you supposed to let the criminals when the crime happen, so you can keep your job as as an authority figure for crime, for law. You know what I'm trying to say. So it's like the police officers, the CIA, the FBI, whatever, whatever, they allow all this nonsense and crimes to happen so they can keep their job. Because just think about it, if it's no crime, like going back to that city, a small city, a small town that's like really have no crime and no this and no that or whatever, and you got all these police officers that's just like, okay, we don't have really nothing to do. Again, say they not serving, they just chilling, whatever. So when that crime person or mob boss or just something comes into town, their job, the police officer's job, is to not engage. Like you can probably, hey, give a little wink at the person, like, hey, we watching you, but then that person probably still wouldn't care because they would probably already did their homework and be like, well, we knew that we can be big in this town because this town don't have no crime. So why not come to this town because they will allow us to do the dirt or to do crimes or whatever and let us get away with it because in a few years once new people and once this get in the news and yada yada crime and people getting unalive and yada yada yada, then they're gonna have more people like affiliate law enforcement come in, and then they're gonna have in 3 or 4 years a big crime bust and this and that. So everything that we doing now, they're gonna allow us to do it, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna be living good and getting away with stuff and yada yada yada, because that's what they supposed to let us do, and then again, a few years from now, a big crime bust, yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, on the news, they want to be like, yeah, we've been watching this game for, quote unquote, game for the past 3 years. And, we had to build up evidence. But they say that, but they had to build up evidence. Like, how much evidence do you, like, come on, and my thing, see, I'm about to be going to different subjects and topics because my thing is, how much evidence do you need? Like, for you to be following, if you so-called supposed to be trying to crack down on crime, if you an authority figure or whatever, and you following a person who you feel as though is affiliated or associated with crime, oh, okay, so you went to the bathroom. Um, affiliated with crime is like, what was I saying? If you if you doing undercover work and you following somebody that you feel like is affiliated with crime and stuff like that or whatever, and you talking about, oh, we had to build up a case, we've been following this person or this group of people for like 3 or 4 years, like the movie with what's that guy in Too Deep, I know with LL Cool J, In Too Deep, and Omar Epps. I don't think that's his name. Is that his name, Omar Epps? I don't even think that's him. But the one with LL Cool J, that movie was called In Too Deep. And then, of course, New Jack City with Ice T. A whole lot of movies, Nino Brown, all of them. It's a whole lot of movies when people go undercover for all these many years. And just to build more evidence on it. So I'm just like, how much more evidence do you need? And that brings me into the people, the lawyers who's defending this crime, like, and of course, these crime people, drug dealers, drug bosses, mafia, whatever, whatever. Of course, they pay big money to have like the best lawyers and stuff like that. Like I said, everything is a scheme, y'all. Everything is a scheme. If you don't already know, like, no, people should already know this by now. But I'm like, but I'm like, the lawyers. That's what I said. Like, I did not want to be a lawyer. Like, ever since I was a kid, I was just like, nah, I don't think I want to be no lawyer, regardless. Because I'm like, a lawyer, I guess you can't be biased. I don't know. You can be a defense lawyer or a offenses lawyer, a defendant or offended. The opposite ones. But I'm like, for the lawyers that defend criminals, like that movie, Devil's Advocate, with Keanu Reeves, and y'all know that guy name. What the Devil's Advocate, and I can't even think of the daggone guy, the one who plays Scarface, Tony. That's not his real name. I say Tony Montana. That's not his real name. What is his freaking name? But it's gonna come to me. And then he actually was the son, whatever. So the movie Devil's Advocate, for an example, when the lawyers, well, when Keanu Reeves, was a defense lawyer, he was defending. First of all, he was defending criminals, and then what got to him was he was defending a pedo, a guy who did some stuff to a little girl or whatever. And the little girl was telling the truth, but the guy was like, "Oh no, I didn't do nothing to the little girl," and yada yada yada. So we got lawyers defending criminals. And I'm just like, how can you, like, lawyers, like, ugh. So I'm like, if you a lawyer and you know damn well that your client is guilty for harming somebody, and I know it's different crimes, it's different considered things for different crimes and stuff like that, but I'm talking about a known crime that's like really bad, like things with a child, or things that's senseless, like, I don't know. And we ain't talking about Serial Mom. I just watched that movie the other day. Serial Mom, okay, and that's supposed to have been taking place in Baltimore, Maryland too. The movie Serial Mom, okay. But but anyways, I'm just like, y'all lawyers who's defending all these people, even in a situation with my case, like, not with me. Well, with me, but not with me. With the child custody. Like, I had my, speaking of my youngest son Melvin, so his dad had a lawyer, and she looked like the damn dude off of Stargate, the movie. And I, and it's funny because years ago when I was watching the movie Stargate, I was like, that guy looked familiar. Like one of the main characters in the movie, the I guess he was like the main scientist one with the glasses. I think he had glasses on, but he was the one who stayed back in the movie Stargate. So that's how his lawyer looked. She looked just like him, the dude in the movie. But anyways, and I think he ended up playing within that series, Blacklist. He was the main person in Blacklist, the man. Anyways, that's how she looked like back then in the movie Stargate. But anyways, so he had a lawyer, and I didn't have one because I'm just like, how I'm defending like goodness. Like, I don't need no, and especially this is with child custody, and I'm like, but I don't want no stranger to speak on my behalf about my child. Like, this stranger, even if they know me for a few months, they don't know the whole me. They don't know my whole children. You know what I mean? My whole child in a few months. Like, I could speak with myself dealing with my children. Like, I don't need nobody else to speak for me. I know my children. I know the truth. I know, whatever. So, and plus, I ain't even had no money to hire no lawyer and all that other kind of stuff. So, but anyways, his black ass dead or whatever. So, and his lawyer is not even that good. She just talk about nonsense. She could talk for a long ass time and don't even say anything. Not like how I'm doing. Not like how I'm doing, like in the sense of talking. Like she be trying to talk to, I don't know, they're trying to show that she went to college. I don't know, but some of the stuff she be saying, I be listening. I be like, that don't even make sense. But it's like big words, that I guess lawyer people be using. I don't know. So, stuff she was saying, I'm like, that stuff don't even make sense. But I guess since I didn't have a lawyer and she was a lawyer, it was just more so like, well, I could just say anything and I'm still gonna win regardless because she don't even have a lawyer and I'm a lawyer, so this case gonna go in his favor anyway, which it did. And that's something that I wasn't even in it. While I was in it, I wasn't thinking about that. Like, oh, okay, because I was just like, who cares if we have a lawyer or not? I know the truth. I know, and this mother effer is lying. And if I could prove, when I prove that he is lying about the situation, I'm gonna have my child back. Like, I don't. Yeah, I know the truth. I'm just tell the truth and whatever, and show that he is lying. Did all that, but the whole fact is, he had a lawyer, so it didn't even matter my truth because the judge is not going to grant somebody who don't have a lawyer custody of a child when against somebody who actually have a paid professional lawyer. Again, I wasn't even thinking about all that while I was in it, whatever. So basically, yeah, that's what happened. But I'm like, the stuff that my truth that I was saying and how I'm just like thinking like, how come y'all not seeing this? Like, how come the lawyer is not like I mean, I get it, she's paid to go against me, but I'm like, why go against what's right? Why go against what is right? So I'm like, if you a lawyer and you defending somebody that you know should not even have a child, who know that they done set the mother up, who know that they done lied on a good ass person, and you defending this person, I'm like, I'm putting you in that same boat regardless if you getting paid to do it or not. You still accepted that fee, you still accepted payment, so you in the same boat as this person now. So that's how I see it. So I'm like, I don't care if anybody come to me and be like, well, somebody paid me to set you up, somebody paid me to do this to you and your family. Like, I was in a bind, I was down on my luck, I was about to be homeless, and somebody offered me all this money or a job or just something so I can do this to you. They just wanted me to tell you no. They just wanted me to deny your application. They just wanted me to, whatever. I'm gonna be like, and then y'all coming up to me, trying to apologize because y'all did it for the money, because y'all was, in a situation when y'all was down and out or whatever. I'm like, do y'all know who y'all just went up against? Do y'all know who y'all just told no to? Do y'all know who y'all just set up, who y'all participated in setting up? Like, all that excuses, that don't mean nothing to me. I mean, okay, I hear it. I can hear what you're saying, especially if I don't feel you. If I don't feel you, if I don't feel your apology, your remorsefulness, if I don't feel that, then no. And there's some people that I'm quite sure I might feel. They're like so much that they are so remorseful for the things that they done to me and my children. I'm quite sure I will feel, really feel their pain and really feel their remorse. But I'm gonna be like, I don't give a damn. Because how many years has it been? How many memories that me and my children missed out on together because of you, because of your actions? I ain't gonna say time because time is irrelevant. Like, time is in my name and time is always. But I'm just saying the memories of me and my children missing out on things together. And yeah, we're gonna have some, in the future. But I'm talking about like we could have been had some. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything happens for a reason, but it's just that What time is it? 10:56. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm just like, yeah, lawyers, if y'all defending somebody who y'all know ain't shit, who y'all know is wrong, who y'all know did the crime, who y'all know, and I'm talking about did the crime in an unjust way. Like, not, not on a defense kind of a thing. Oh, yeah, I did this to defend myself, and yeah, I end up whatever, whatever. Oh, I stole this meat from the store because my children had to eat, and yada yada yada. But I'm gonna say I didn't do it. I mean, I don't know, like that's like nonsense stuff. I'm talking about stuff that's like normally know that it was like something negative, something bad, something evil, and you know they did it. And they not saying that they did it and this is the reason why they did it. Nothing like that. They say, oh no, I didn't do it at all. Again, like the movie The Devil's Advocate, when Keanu Reeves was defending that man, I think he was a teacher, who the girl accused him of doing something to her or touching her or whatever, the student. And the teacher was like, no, I didn't do nothing. But come to find out, he did. He was, touching girls inappropriately. But he was denying the whole thing. And of course, in his position, he couldn't say, oh, yeah, I touched her, but only because she wanted me to. Oh, yeah, I touched her because he just had to say, I didn't touch her. I was not in the room by myself with her. I didn't ask her to stay out. And behind the class, he just had to say no. Like he didn't do none of that with her. And the whole time he was, because they showed fast forward in the movie. This is the devil's advocate I'm talking about now. It's fast forward in the movie. Like Keanu Reeves character, like somebody came to him and told him like, yeah, when the dude got off, like who you was defending, because Keanu Reeves had like 100% rate of like getting people off. He was a defense attorney. He had like 100% rate. So like fast forward in the movie, when the guy, was found not guilty, the man was found not guilty. A few years later, they found them, or they found the little girl, like I think body in the back of his car or something like that, and whatever, whatever. And a couple of little girls, and like a note that said that he confessed to doing a whole lot of things to girls and whatever. So Keanu Reeves in the movie was like, like felt bad, like oh my goodness, like I could have been put this dude away, but 3 years done passed. I don't know how many years done passed, but this many years done passed, and he made his way to other females and stuff like that, and whatever, whatever. So Keanu Reeves was thinking like, damn, I could have prevented that from happening if I didn't defend this dude or whatever. But I don't know. So what was I saying when I was? I think I was getting that. I don't know. Yeah, like the lawyers who defending all these criminals. Like if y'all know that they did something bad or wrong, like y'all is in it just as much as they is, as far as getting judged. And the judges, because I would say this, some of the judges, I mean, because I went to trial a couple or court a couple of times. Now you want me to say this a couple of times for child custody, dealing with my youngest son, and some of the judges, they was even the ones who said no to me but said yes to him. They threw in some little slick clues or messages for me to pick up to be like something that I should look into. Like say, hey, did you call the fee help lawyer thing, or did you, or if you do this or something. I mean something. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I know some of the judges was like trying to give me like undercover clues of what I should do. And of course they always be like, well, you ain't wanted a lawyer. And that's one of the things was like, are you going to pursue without a lawyer? I was like, yeah. because I think they knew, like, ma'am, they didn't tell me this, but they probably was trying to hint at, like, Miss Hemphill, you know, if you get a lawyer, this case is all in your favor because this mother effer is lying. But we did an oath. We took an oath that we can only grant trifling motherfuckers custody of children if the other parent don't even have a lawyer and they have a lawyer. We just gotta always give it to them. You know, like that kind of thing. So that's where, so the lawyers and judges, y'all took an oath, and then that's weird because, trust me, before I came into my awakening of really of who, just say things happen for a reason. What I'm going through, like, this is stuff that I have to experience. What time is it? 11:02. Okay, I gotta get off in like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But this, everything happened for a reason. And again, if I'm not going through anything but custody wise with court systems with my children, I kid you not, I would not even had like looked into child custody. If everything was going copacetic with me and my children's dads, and you know everything was like done without the court system, or even if the court system was involved, but we had a mutual agreement, it was just like paper, you know, having things on paper, like how it started off with me and my first baby daddy, when we just put like everything 50-50, like um um joint custody. That's how it was, like just joint custody, like okay, that's fine. You know, something for him to have, something for me to have, whatever. Agreed to it, no problem. And you know, that was his idea. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But that, like, I didn't even look into the laws and everything like that because I'm just like, it's an equal thing, fine. But with having a dispute with my children's dads, with custody, that's what made me look into the laws, look into different things, made me realize some stuff, made me see some things. Like, damn, a lot of females and a few males is going through the same shit that I'm going through. Like with the person lying, and then with CPS. It's something on YouTube that I'm actually subscribe. I actually am a subscriber to their channel. It's something about CPS, like fighting CPS or something. And the whole time I'm thinking CPS is for, you know, children, you know, like it's for taking care of children and stuff like that. But come to find out, me looking into it more, I mean, some CPS people are, you know, for the children, but unfortunately, it's some that are with a part of the agenda of taking children away from their good households, putting them in the system, putting them in foster care, putting them in all these kinds of places that will mentally and psychologically hurt the children. Like, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all only knew that everybody who agree with me, everybody has some kind of a mental kind of disability, PTSD, trauma, something. Like if you have been taken away from your parent, especially your mother, your loving mother, you know, some mothers are like, you know, whatever. But if you've been taken away from your mother, even if your mom went back to work, especially in the United States, if your mom went back to work after giving birth to you at 6 weeks, when you were 6 weeks old, when you was 8 weeks old, when you was 12 weeks old, and put you in another stranger's possession, somebody else, a stranger or auntie or grandma, just somebody that wasn't even your mother, to watch you, you got PTSD, and the mother should have PTSD, some kind of trauma, because, and that's something, like I said, things happen for a reason, because that's something I've realized. So yes, my hands is ashy at the moment. You know, got that hand eczema that developed. I need to put some Vaseline, some more Vaseline on them. But that's something that I realized as well too, with me being a stay-at-home mom, and this is my first time after having a child that I didn't go back to work. I'm speaking about my daughter. So my daughter, she just turned 3 in April. Okay. And I stopped working when my son Melvin was taken from me. Like I couldn't focus at my job. I kept crying, and the work when I tell y'all the duties that I had to do at that time was like so freaking easy. Counting up to 50, separating colored letters, date stamping, like letters, like, and you can listen to your headphones. I had my own little space, my own little cubicle. The work wasn't all that hard. The work wasn't hard, you know. And I couldn't even focus because my son, my artistic son, who was 2.5, going on 3, was taken from me through lies. Not nothing that I done did. Like I can't even own up to be like, oh my goodness, I hit him. I hit him hard. I pushed him down. I did it, yada 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 yada. And then he got hurt. And then no, none of that happened. So that's the part that hurts. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything. I got lied on, and my child was taken from me because the dad lied on me. So that shit was hurting. And then I'm just like, dude, what did I do to you? You know, I'm looking like, what did I do to this dude? Like, why is he lying on me? Like, he know I'm a good ass person. He know, like, me and him, we ain't even never really had no problems. Like, so, anyways, I'm like, and then I'm focusing on my son because I'm like, this is the longest that I've been, and I'm talking about doing a petition. That time when his dad got a protection order, like a 2 week protection order, and I couldn't contact him or my son or anything. And I'm just like, this is the longest freaking time I have been without my son for 2 weeks. Because then 2 weeks later, we had the trial date, and and the judge had to see that he wanted to continue with it for a whole another year or just, let the protection order go. The protection order go. So I already knew like going to be let go because his mother effer lied to get it. But then on top of that, his dad, I had to go to a criminal case because his dad said that I swore to him with my car because he said that my car door bumped his arm when he claimed that I sped away down in the parking lot. The parking lot is not even long enough to speed, and for one, I'm a good ass driver. I would not speed that, especially down no fucking parking lot. Like anything can jump out. I'm not even going to get into none of that because I'm just like, I wouldn't even freaking speed down on damn parking lot, regardless if it's long or short or whatever, because I know anything can dart out between them cars, a ball, a cat, a raccoon, a rat, a person, a child, like a car can jump out. Like, why would I speed down? Why would anybody? Don't fucking speed down on damn parking lot. Like, that's not even good. But anyways, and then it was like a U-turn parking lot because it ended. So it was like you had to go and do a U-turn. But anyways, so his dad, a criminal charges against me, second-degree assault. Talking about my car door bumped his arm. So I had a criminal case against me during this time for the second when we went to court for the petition order, yada yada yada. So of course the judge probably looked at that too, and something about CPS. I didn't call CPS back, and I'm like, CPS never even fucking called me. CPS never showed up at my door. Like CPS talking about they showed up at my door. I was like, I'm fucking home. And if y'all, what time did y'all come? Like I'm in the house all day. Like I didn't even think I went to work. Like them was the longest fucking 2 weeks. When I say them 2 weeks was, and I'm constantly was crying thinking about my son because I'm like, he's probably like, where is mommy? Like, and I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to get too much into it because now when I be thinking about how my son is probably still feeling now, like, where is my mommy? Where is my mommy? Like, did I do something to my mommy? That's why she not seeing me. And that's what I'm feeling. And I'm like, just want to tell my son, like, my son knows. Like, son, you didn't do anything. Mommy didn't do anything. Like, my son knows. And I'm just like, man, I know it's just a hug. Okay. Okay, Demitra, I'm about to get off anyway, but it's the part that I be getting emotional when I be just thinking about my son's feelings because and I put myself in my son position. This isn't tears for me. Like I've done finished crying my tears for myself. Like me putting myself being naive and putting myself in that situation to even let this happen. And then accepting the fact that things happen for a reason. I just got to see the positive of it and realize why it happened and realize who I am and who my children are. So these tears is more so the tears and the feelings of my children, their hurt, their pain, their confusion of why they're being separated for like thinking that they did something wrong. But children, y'all did not do anything wrong. Mommy did not do anything wrong. Yes, mommy was naive, believing that everybody had a good heart as she does, as I do, but realized that no, they are evil people that mommy let get close to her, and that they had their own agenda from the start. So these tears is really not mine. These tears are for my children, their feelings. So I'm not gonna get too much into that, but I'm about to get off anyway. But I don't even know what I was just talking about. Oh, I think I was talking about, yeah, like if I didn't go through or experiencing what I'm experiencing now about custody and stuff like that, I wouldn't like looked into it because it would have been like out of sight, out of mind. Like, yeah, my sisters, I heard them going through some stuff, but it was just like, they'll make it out of there, or it wasn't. They still had their children. It was more so of, I don't know, child support maybe, and child support was not even on my mind about for anybody. That's a whole nother different freaking. Oh my goodness, child support. Don't let me. Yeah, I swear, if y'all only knew. If y'all only knew, but real quick, since I'm even talking about it, I might as well just say it. So, my younger son, Melvin, when he was with me, before all this custody and stuff like that, when he was with me, he was getting the monthly check from disability because he's autistic, okay? He's autistic. So when the custody came and his dad got sole custody, he, everything should have got transferred over to him, SSI, whatever, whatever. So he should still have been getting, disability, which he was because I found out he was still getting it. So I'm like, cool. But when my son was with me and his dad was like, well, I'm not going to be paying for his daycare anymore. And I was just like, he wasn't paying it for me, he was paying it for him. But that was before the daycare vouchers kicked in because with that disability, the daycare vouchers, his schooling is free also. But the daycare vouchers, if y'all know they give y'all the runaround. This is the state of Maryland. They give you the runaround. Oh, you need to send this in again. We didn't get this. Did you do this? We need you to do your recent pay stubs now. We need this. And I'm just like, what the heck? Come on now. But anyways, so needless to say, fast forward 2 years later, his dad got sole custody of our son, and his dad never contacted me throughout the years. And yes, I didn't contact his dad throughout the years neither, but I get letters in the mail talking about his dad sending me for child support, taking me for child support, and I'm like, just like, if he was struggling with our son, for some money, why he ain't call me? Why he ain't text me? Why he ain't send me an email? Why he ain't write me like, hey D, yeah, I got sole custody of our child because I lied on you, or because you didn't have a lawyer, and I really ain't even have a good one. But ha ha ha, whatever. But if he would have reached out to me before going to a court system trying to get child support from me, I would have figured out some kind of way. Mind you, I haven't even worked since my son was taken from me. My son, this was in October 2017 when his dad lied, got that protection order. 2 weeks done came past. We went to trial. The judge fucking gave him a whole year. It was like, oh yeah, well, I'm just going to stand up for a whole year. This motherfucker walk out the courtroom smiling like he succeeded and winning. I'm just like, this is our son. Like, you hurting our fucking child. For what? When you know your ass is lying. And here go his bitch with him. She probably was a whole mastermind scheming behind telling him what to say and do. And she wrote the whole thing in her handwriting. But anyways, that's a whole nother different thing. So of course after the protection order thing, when the judge granted for a whole year, I stayed back and I filed out a appeal and yada yada yada. So during that whole appeal season, of course, we still had to honor the freaking paperwork of no contact. So I finally got the appeal, and the date was set for December. So from October, end of October, all of November, and from midway December, December 14th was the date for the appeal. I couldn't have no contact with my son. But I still was working, but I still was like constantly crying. It was like, oh my goodness, like you know, but I was like, I gotta handle this because I got this court case on December 14th, and I'm just like, this motherfucker, whatever. So fine, December 14th came. The judge said, you know what? Give the child back to the mom. Dismiss this whole protection order thing. Yada yada yada. The mom had primary physical custody of the child. Dad got visitation. Like, we go back to our regular scheduled program, how we was before all of this court stuff or whatever. Go back to the whole regular thing. Mom primary custody of the child. Y'all, whatever. Cool. I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen my son in like since freaking October. You know what I mean? So I seen my son, and me being nice, cause my son's birthday was, I gotta get off. Because me being nice, it's 11/18. His dad was like, and I supposed to be in a weekend that I supposed to have my son coming up, the weekend coming up. Like, why would I wait a whole another week or weekend to see my son? So he goes, his dad, well, we already paid for his birthday, and his birthday is coming up in a couple of days, and I just paid for this, and they can't do a refund. So is it fine if the mom get him, after the birthday party and this and that, even though this is her weekend that's supposed to be coming up on regular, but can I just, and then the judge was like, well, you have to ask the mom that, whatever, because this is her weekend that's coming up. If she agrees to it, fine. If she don't, then, you know, the child is with her on Friday, and you get him back on, because it's supposed to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. He was supposed to be with me, and I think this trial happened like on a Wednesday or Thursday or something, and and then Tuesday and Wednesday he's with his dad and whatever, whatever. So I'm like, and then so me being naive, I'm just like, okay, it's just one freaking day. Like, fine, I get him on, I think it was Saturday after the party. I think his party was going to be Saturday. So I was like, fine, he can drop him off to me on Saturday after his party or whatever, so I can have Sunday and Monday with my son. And me being naive, that shit ain't happen. That shit ain't happen. His dad did not follow the agreement or anything. It was just like, why is this motherfucker so slow? Like, why can't he comprehend what the paperwork stated? What the paperwork read out? Both of us got the same paperwork, the same documentation. I even took a picture of it, of the sentences that I want him to read from the same paper, send it to him, and I'm like, read this part. Nigga still wasn't comprehending. I'm like, so he wasn't returning my son. Needless to say, he was not returning my son. So, anyways, man. So when he and I went to the police station, the police was like, well, we can't get involved. We can't take a child from one parent to the other. You got to go to the court system. You got to file a what you call that thing, something when they don't follow the order. I forgot what it's called, contempt of court. You got to do that, and then that costs money. I'm like, what the fuck, everything costs money to fill out. So I was just like, oh, call the free helpline. Oh, well, yeah, you got to file a contempt of court and wait for a court date. I'm just like, y'all can't take my son. Like, I got physical custody of him. Well, yeah, but both y'all got joint legal custody, but you just got primary. So his dad wasn't returning my son. So Yeah, I did finally go to the court system, paid that money, and it had to wait. I had to wait. And during this time, I'm calling his dad. Are you going to turn him to me? Are you going to take him to the daycare center? Are you? No. He was like, no, you supposed to come and pick him up. I'm like, that's not what the order said. And not what finally February came. By this time, man, like I said, and y'all motherfuckers think I'm gonna forgive y'all. Anybody that was associated with this crime against me and my children, anybody who favored any of these people, who agreed to what these people was doing, has done to me and my children, all of y'all are done. Y'all cannot say anything or do anything. Man, y'all know y'all not only affected me, but y'all affected my children. Y'all still affecting my children. So needless to say, I couldn't work. I'm still like my son, my baby. Yeah, and by this time he was 3 years old, and it was just like he was functioning like on a. He's autistic, so he was functioning on like a 6-month-old level, 12-month-old level, 18-month-old level, 6-month-old level, like in different areas. That's my baby. You took him from his mother, from lies. But anyways, real quick, getting back to the child support thing. So anyways, so needless to say, um, yeah, I'm on child support. His dad filed for child support and went to the child support thing. I'm pregnant with my daughter at the time. This is April of 2021. I had my daughter like 2 weeks after the thing. But yeah, I'm ordered to pay child support for my son from Melbourne. And then I'm just like, nigga, isn't he getting disability every month? And I stopped working because your bitch ass took him. Oh, look at you. I see. And I'm like, you ain't even contact me throughout the years to be like, oh, can you help with something? Are you working? If you're not working, then you can send some money, a couple of dollars here and there. Like I would have found some kind of a way to do something, to ask somebody for some money, like something. Or would have explained to you my situation if you didn't already had known. Like nigga, I stopped working. I can't work. Like you caused me so much stress, distress, hurt, pain, sorrow, emotional distress because you took our child, our baby from me. For what? For what? For your own personal gain. Like you don't care about your child. You don't care about no children. You don't care about his siblings. You damn sure don't care about your own child. Because why would you hurt him like that? Why would you hurt him taking him from his mother? So, needless to say, um, yeah, I'm in trial, pregnant, and I'm telling the judge like I haven't worked since my son been taken from me, like, and then this nigga asking for child support, and then the funny part about it is when I told him I was pregnant, and then when he realized that I'm going forward with the pregnancy, because beforehand, like he kept saying termination. Well, he was saying the other word, but he kept saying, he don't want no child, get it, taken care of, yada yada yada. So when he finally realized, like, oh, I'm going forward with the pregnancy. Then throughout the pregnancy, he was saying every so often, just don't put me on child support. Just don't put me on child support. And I'm like, I'm not going to put your ass on child support. I'm not going to do that. None of my other children's are on child support. Like, they dads is not on child support. Why would I put you on child support? I don't believe in that. Like, that's a setup for men and women. Like, that's a setup that y'all, no, no, I don't do that. He's like, don't put me on child support. I'm like, I'm not. That's the furthest thing from my mind. Like, come on now. So fast forward, this motherfucker done lied, got sole custody of our son, and they want to put me on child support. I'm like, and nigga, why they do that? Like I said, there's some bitch ass niggas. These niggas is, and if you gay, if you like men, that's fine. I'm not saying, hey, that's a bad thing, and I'm not saying that's a good thing. But I'm like, be your true self, because that's some feminine ass, bitch assness. Like, don't no real man put no black woman on no damn child support. Especially if you lie, especially if she's not even working because of your actions. Man, like I said, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason, but I'm gonna end it here. And well, yeah, I guess that's it. All right.